What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're Jen and Matt from Valley Buzzsaw. In today's video, we're going to take you inside the Home Depot because we're picking up the tile for our kitchen backsplash. But this project actually started about 2 weeks ago when I began the design phase of this project. So if you guys like videos like this, you can let us know that information by giving it a thumbs up. You will find that right down below. Also right next to that, the subscribe button, big old red button, you can't miss it. Click on that, and if you click all when the bell menu appears, you will be notified every Friday morning at 6 a.m. Arizona time when we upload a new video. The tile we're using for this project is a honed slate. It has a raw edge, so I wanted to cap it off with trim on either side. I cut the wood, then custom mixed some paint and installed it using Titebond 3. I used tape to act as clamps. Everything you saw before this very moment was filmed about 3 months ago. We started this backsplash project ages ago and then it just got put on the back burner. We're just gonna get going with it. Anything that you saw before this was done pre-isolation, pre-social distancing, and now everything from this point forward is gonna be new. We completely cleared out the space. I vacuumed and wiped down the counters, and then I prepped the walls to make sure the tile would have a clean surface to stick to. Matt pulled out the stove, and we were ready to get going. I have literally no idea how we managed to pull it off, but we were able to dry fit the entire first row of tile without any of them falling over. Score! And we discovered that I still got it. My interior design skills, that is. Because the tile fit perfectly if we cut off the little nugget in the far corner. We planned to use that in the open space on the left-hand side, but it ended up needing a slightly bigger fill piece. But you know I bought a 10% overage because, like I said, skills, so we had tiles to spare. Then I just had to press my luck balancing tile. Yeah. But luckily nothing cracked, so we pressed on to install the first row. The tile we used has a sticky backed adhesive. I pulled the paper and followed the manufacturer instructions, giving a spritz of slightly soapy water to the adhesive. That's supposed to allow for repositioning, which worked, but it took us a while to figure it out. We pressed tile into the wall for what felt like forever until that adhesive took. Definite learning curve there, but once we got the hang of it, we were off to the races. Oh, and just a side note here, the countertops are perfectly level, so we used them as our guide during the install. Matt took on the job of cutting our tile. Neither of us had used a wet tile saw before, but it didn't take him very long to get the hang of things. And side note, when assembling a tile saw, make sure the bracket clip holding your blade cover is dead on center with the blade, or your tile could get snagged. Don't ask how we know, we just know. With a successful cut, we got the last on row 1 done. We started the second row with a half tile, so Matt got back to cutting. It was cool he got the hang of this saw fast because this row had all our electrical box cuts. We were both a bit nervous how to do them since we only had the wet saw and no angle grinder, jigsaw, or even a drill appropriate for the material. But thankfully the gods of DIY must have been with me when I planned this project because all of our outlets or switches fell at the edge of a tile. Woo! We got a system down pretty quickly. Matt was cutting while I pressed, and then he would press while I measured for the next. is measured out exactly where it needs to be cut and taped off.
Oh yeah.
That's it. It's in. That's
Yep.
fine. Okay, just leave it there and I will spray and get it done.
Boom.
Here's your next fun project.
Oh.
This is where the outlet is, so I did not think this through. I didn't think this through. I can't reach the corner. I am too little.
All right. Well, I'll trade you.
Okay, good. The only super complicated cut of the day. Right, so what? Yay, first cut of the day.
Yay.
After a quick dry fit, it was clear Matt's saw skills were perfecto, and I was ready to install. Since this was the only really complicated cut of the day, this row moved along pretty quickly.
All right. Last piece.
Last piece of tile. All right, last piece of tile.
Go for it. Ding.
Yes, it's done.
He's done.
It looks good. After setting the tile in place, I realized my biggest mistake on this job, not painting the wall something darker before installing the tile. There were places the green paint peeked through, so I used some black caulking to fill those gaps and any other areas that didn't look finished, like up against the microwave and along the countertop. To get in the tight areas, I snipped a teeny bit off the corner of a plastic bag and used that to pipe. It worked like a charm. Matt used some of the tile from our guest bath backsplash for shims under the electrical tabs, which also worked like a charm. With the caulking done, tape pulled, and plate covers reattached, we could finally call this job complete. our first kitchen remodel video, which I will link to, description cards everywhere, then you know that we had about 3 things left to do to complete this kitchen. The lighting, the faucet, and this backsplash. I'm also gonna add painting onto that list, but that's just something that I'll do randomly on a Tuesday, and it doesn't really have to be super planned in advance. I'm so excited to finally have 1/3 of that project behind me, literally and figuratively. We are both super pleased with the final results, and I couldn't be more excited to feel like we live in a grown-up adult house for maybe the first time in our entire lives. It just feels complete now. The appliances go, my little paper towel holder over here matches really nicely, and it just feels like it finally brought the entire kitchen together having this backsplash done. The DrillMaster saw worked out amazing, although it basically drowned Matt's shirt in a sea of gray, dusty, gross water. It really just cut through the tile once we figured out how to set it up and install it correctly. I don't love how the caulking looks in those gaps. I really wish that I hadn't made the huge mistake of not painting the wall first. That was my bad. But I am gonna be sealing this tile, so I have a feeling that's probably gonna help deepen up the color of the actual tile and get it a little bit closer to the caulking color. So for now, I just don't mind it. Compared to installing a standard tile with like mastic and grout and all of that, this was significantly easier to install, but significantly messier to cut. I've only ever used a score and snap tool in the past, and obviously I couldn't do that with this kind of slate. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the project, and leave us a comment down below letting us know how you think this entire project turned out. Also, you can feel free to click that big old red subscribe button and the bell and choose all in that menu so you'll be notified every Friday morning at 6 a.m. Arizona time when I try to upload a brand new video. Also, we are on Instagram now, woo! And so I will leave information for that down in the description below. I post a lot of like sneak peeks and behind the scenes kind of stuff, so you'll definitely want to follow us over there if you want to get a early peek on what we're doing in our projects. We're just so excited to finally have this done, and like I said, live in a grown-up house with a beautiful kitchen tile backsplash. I'm super excited with this. I'm just gonna go pour myself a cup of coffee and enjoy our tile, and we will catch you guys in the next one. That was not planned. Okay. I don't know what else I have to say. Maybe I should just turn the outros into a musical from now on. No, oh God. No. So, this should be really fun times for everybody. Oh no, I can't reach the corner. I can't reach the corner. Okay, measure 3 times.
Cut 4.
Hopefully not. It took a lot of shoulder strength to get this result. My old lady body, she's broken now. Okay, well, we sand a little more. Yeah, that's what this job is. Frustrating as AF.
Yep.
Frustrating as AF? Yeah, that's what the kids are saying today. I've only ever used, that one was a little more loosey-goosey. Better and shorter. Yay! Let's do this. And by this, I mean wait for Matt to cut some tile. All right, that's enough of that.